What's going on? It's your boy, Brother Al, and I'm back with another one. And this one is going to be about the situation with Remy Ma and Papoose. All right. And how did that 20-year relationship go down the drain so nasty and so just dramatic, right? All right. So, for people who don't know, who've been living underneath of a rock, all right, you got Remy Ma, who is a female artist, hip hop artist, right? She's most known for her song "Lean Back" with the Terror Squad, Fat Joe, and all of them. Rest in peace to Big Pun. All right, but that's how she really got her career jumping off is with them. Now, also, and I heard shout out to my boy Anton Daniels. Said that she ain't had no discography. She does have an album. I did cop that album back in like oh 06, oh 07, probably like more so oh 06. So but yeah, she did have an album. I liked her back when I did listen to hip hop like that, and I rocked out to her. Anyways, her husband, she's actually still legally married to Papoose. All right, at least by paper, right? To a rapper named Papoose, rapper and ghostwriter. And he's most known for his song he was featured in Busta Rhymes' song. Um, I forget the exact name of it. It escapes me. Some of these songs are so old. But anyways, he was featured on that, and that's where it kind of slingshot him to the forefront of most hip hop enthusiasts who know all of these types of people. But anyways, they had a relationship, and I think the biggest thing that they was known for is really is loving hip hop. Really, she had just got out of jail at the time, and she was on the show Loving Hip Hop and all of that. And they were together. They had the whole Black Love thing going on, rocking gear that said Black Love and stuff, and all of that. And they were like the prototype relationship for this hip hop urban black love type of thing, right? Where like there was like people would look up to him and be like, man, like basically relationship goals, right? So that anyway, that's my little spiel that gives you a background of Remy Ma and Papoose. Now their relationship ended off of alleged infidelity from Remy Ma. That was pretty much the beginning of the end, and then next thing you know, you see Papoose with and forgive me, I'm just horrible with names. I'm not a TMZ type guy. I don't know a lot of celebrity names, but he's with a world champion female boxer. All right. So he manages her now and all of that. But anyways, I'm going to tell you how systematically how this relationship slowly started to unravel over the course of 20 years. All right. And this will help you with your relationship, especially my guys out there. All right. So, all right. Remy Ma was in jail, right? So, Papoose was visiting Remy Ma in jail, but not just routine visits, right? Like where you come through on the weekends or something like that. No. This guy was visiting her every single day for about the course of a year until it was so much that Remy Ma was like, "Yo, like I appreciate you visiting me and all of that, but I'm good. Like we don't have to do this like every single day." That was his first mistake right there. That was the beginning of the end. Now, how was that the beginning of the end? You might ask. Well, first of all, you got to understand how female attraction works. All right, you got to understand that women need their space. You ever been with a woman and she like, I need a break or I need space? Well, I won't say break. That's a whole nother discussion for a video that I had. You can look at my old videos and I actually go through if women say they need a break. But women need space in a relationship. All right. Women don't gravitate towards men who are always up underneath of them. Why? Because that is a feminine characteristic. No disrespect to Papoose. Papoose, I'm sure, is a very, he's a street guy, very, like I say, he can hold his own, right? Matter of fact, he knocked out the guy that Remy Ma cheated on him with. All right, but you gotta understand that Papoose believed the lies that we were all told. Treat a woman nice, or shower her to death, love bomb her to death. Right? Women got this term now called love bomb, which they actually hate. But we were told the lie that women love bombing. That's why guys do it. They shower you with all these gifts and all that because growing up, especially if you're around my age and you're late 30s, mid to late 30s, early 40s or older, you were taught to treat women nice and all of that. So he went and visited her every single day, thinking that I'm being the nice guy. Well, guess what, Papoose? Nice guys finish last. Okay? That's a saying for a reason. They didn't just make it up. All right? So that was the first mistake he made, was coming there every day, visiting her every day, to the point she's like, okay, you gotta stop. All right. So that's the first mistake. And also she even said, she was like, look, don't worry about me. I'm good. You go focus on your career. And he was like, nah, I'm putting my career on hold. How I'm gonna go out there and record albums and try to try to get features on bigger and bigger artists' names when my woman here in prison, I gotta visit you. All right. But she was saying, no, don't see me, don't come visit me. You push your career, you elevate your career to the next level. Why? Because guess what? When she come out, she wants to come out to a man who got things rolling on point and got a good setup to where he can now take care of her and provide for her. But what happened? She claims that she was paying bills for him while she was in jail, off of her income or whatever that she generated or somehow through the music industry. All right, and when she comes out, she's the bigger name than him. Why? Because he's worrying about taking care of her through 8 years in jail and not really focus on his career like how he should have been, even how Remy Ma told him to. Because with women, they need a provider. I don't care how modern and how masculine they are, women need a provider. And they can't see you providing if you're always up in their face, up underneath of them. So she like, no, don't stop seeing me every day. Focus on that. Then the second major red flag mistake that he made was he himself admitted this, that throughout this 20-year relationship, she'd been cheating on him and she'd been cheating on him for years and he still stayed. Okay? Absolutely, positively cannot sit there and stay. Now I'm not saying like you shouldn't be able to sit there and stay. What I'm saying is you shouldn't be able to sit there and stay without giving her serious consequences and a serious fear of you leaving. Because she cheated on him multiple times, over and over again, getting plowed through by another man or even other women doing whatever they do. I don't know however that works. I don't know. But even with that, the fact that he stayed, I'm sure he got upset and all of that. But after a certain amount of times, she's able to now call his bluff because she know that he ain't going nowhere. All right. So now she's feeling entitled in the relationship. Now she's like, well, there's no real consequences for my bad behavior. Yeah, he might get mad and a little pissy for a week or two or however long and it'll blow over and then we back together again. Because I'm Remy Ma. I'm from Terror Squad. I'm signed with Fat Joe and all of them. And you're just a ghostwriter who got big off of her name, basically. So I'm not saying that that's what I believe, but that's how she felt towards him. That's what she's saying. So there's no, so you're up underneath her all the time. There's no consequences to her bad behavior, and plus you're the beta in the relationship, and she's the alpha. She's earning more money than you. Your money is made off of 20% of what she makes, and she's getting annoyed by that because she's like, "Well, I gotta give this guy, my man, 20% of my check." Look. Y'all can talk this. Marriage is 50-50. Relationships are 50-50 stuff all you want. It's always going to boil down to his money is our money. Her money is her money. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. It's always going to boil down to his money is our money. And her money is her money. Those are three major mistakes. Him being up under too much attention, too much interest. He failed the interest test. He showed way too much interest. He also had no real true consequences for her bad behavior. And I'm not saying you just gotta leave, but you gotta be to the point where basically you do leave, but let her know, like, look, if that ever happens again, like just like forget, like I'm ghosting. Like you gotta put the fear of God in her heart that she's gonna lose you if you leave. But she's not worried about losing you if she looks at you as the beta, number three, the beta in the relationship, the third mistake that he made. Because him not hustling like how he should have left him off in a weaker position when she got out of jail. And she got out so still use that name and that brand that she built up. And he's collecting 20% of all the revenue that she makes. And that is just a recipe for disaster, total turn off for female attraction triggers. And that's why over the course of 20 years, this relationship slowly just spiraled out. And I hope that his new thing works, but it looks like he's got the same exact setup going on. And I don't see it working but so far, because all it's going to take is another guy that's going to come in making more money than what she got. That can boss up and be like, you giving that nigga 20%? You give this dude your manager and all that? Oh no, I got a manager over here. Like this, he can manage you. You just be with me. I take care. You like I just see the same mistakes happening again. So in your life, you also cannot make these mistakes. And if you want to better your relationships and all of that, go ahead, subscribe, turn on the notification bells for the latest content videos that I put out there. And also check out my old stuff too. Give that a like and check that out. And give this video a like. I want to know what you think down there in the comment section below. I read comments. I respond to them. I want to know what you like, even if you disagree with this video. And we can talk and have a dialogue, a conversation back and forth about it. I love y'all. Peace. God bless.